Good day and welcome to my video lectures about physics. In this video lecture, I will discuss about centripetal force. So let's start. In this video, we will talk about centripetal force. Before we go further about centripetal force, let's focus first on a few things. Let's say we have an object moving to the right, and a force is acting on the object in the same direction as the velocity vector. Now what's going to happen to an object? If the force and velocity vectors are in the same direction, this object is speeding up. Now what if the force vector is in opposite direction with the velocity vector? In this case, the object is slowing down. Now let's say we have an object moving to the right. But this time the force vector is going up or it is perpendicular to the velocity vector. What is going to happen? The object is not going to speed up or slow down. Instead, it is going to turn, and that is what the centripetal force is doing. It causes an object to turn in a circle. The force is always directed towards the center of the circle, and that is the centripetal force. The centripetal force is not a force by itself. In fact, it is caused by other forces. For example, a boy has a ball attached to the rope and he swings the ball in a circular motion. So what force that provides the centripetal force in this case? Anytime you have a force acting through a rope, that is a tension force. So in this particular situation, tension provides the centripetal force that keeps the ball moving in a circle. Here is another example. Let's say there is a car moving in a constant speed and it is turning in a circumferential road. The fact that it is turning, there is some force that causing it to turn. So there is a centripetal force acting on this car because it is moving in a circular path. So what other forces that provides the centripetal force in this case? Static friction provides a centripetal force that made the car remains in a circular path. So if you are dealing with physics problems that has a car turning on the road like this, make sure you set the expression that Fs is equal to Fc. That static friction force is equal to centripetal force. The formula for static friction force is equal to μs times the normal force. And the formula for centripetal force is equal to mv squared over r. Therefore, μs Fn is equal to mv squared over r. We already know that the normal force Fn is equal to mg. The equation will become μs mg is equal to mv squared over r. Then the final equation is μsg is equal to b squared over r. Let's say we have the Earth orbiting around the Sun in a nearly circular path. This means that there is a force that is acting as a centripetal force to keep the Earth moving with uniform circular motion. What is the force that provides the centripetal force? The force that keeps the Earth in orbit around the Sun is the gravitational force. So gravity provides the centripetal force. Without gravity, the Earth will fly off away from the Sun deep into the outer space. Because we have two forces, the velocity and the gravitational force, which are perpendicular to each other, the Earth will turn into a circular path. You must keep in mind that whenever there is a force that is perpendicular to the velocity vector, that force will not make the object to speed up or slow down, meaning it has no effect on its speed. What will happen is that the force and the velocity will make the object change its direction instead. Let's solve this problem. 500 kilograms sports car makes one lap around a track of radius 50 meters in 9 seconds. Question A. What is the car average speed? Question B. What is the car angular speed? Question C. What is the car centripetal acceleration? And question D. What is the centripetal force acting on the car and which force provides it? For question A, what is the average speed of the car? We know in kinematics that average speed is the total distance traveled divided by the total time. But in circular motion, the distance is the circumference of the circle, wherein in this example is the circumference of the track with radius of 50 meters. The car made a 1 revolution in 9 seconds. So the average speed is the circumference, which is 2 pi r divided by time of 9 seconds, will give us 34.91 meter per second. For question B, what is the car angular speed? In solving this, we have two formulas to use. One is 2 pi over t and the other is b over r. So either of these two formulas, we will get same answer, which is 0.692 radian per second. For question C, what is the car centripetal acceleration? We use the formula for the centripetal acceleration, which is b squared over r, and we get 24.37 meter per square seconds. For question D, what is the centripetal force acting on the car, and which force provides it? To solve for the centripetal force, we have two formulas to use. The first is mv squared over r, and the other is mac, based on Newton's second law. So the centripetal force is 12,187.08 newtons. And to answer which force provides the centripetal force, it is the static friction force. Thank you.